Imagine a life where no insult disturbs your calm, where disrespect glances off you like wind brushing stone, where anger, that wildfire, never takes root in your chest. This isn't fantasy. It's not suppression. It's a skill, a discipline, a choice. The Stoics believed that peace was not found by changing the world, but by mastering how we see the world. Epictetus said, "We are not disturbed by what happens, but by our opinion about what happens." Today, we live in a world addicted to reaction. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you rage. A stranger mocks your beliefs, you burn. A friend forgets to text back, you spiral. But here's the Stoic truth. No one can make you angry. Only your interpretation gives them that power. So how do we reclaim it? In this long reflection, we'll walk through the ancient wisdom that teaches you how to remain unshaken in the face of disrespect, criticism, betrayal, and frustration. You'll learn why anger is weakness in disguise, how Marcus Aurelius dealt with irritating people, how to train your perception like a Stoic warrior, and most importantly, how to build a mind no one can rattle. Let's begin the journey toward emotional mastery. Let's learn how to never get angry or bothered by anyone, like a true Stoic. Before you can master anger, you have to understand it. Anger is not strength, it is not clarity, it is not justice. Anger is a reaction, raw, undisciplined, and often blind. Seneca, the Roman Stoic, wrote an entire essay titled De Ira, on anger. In it, he said, "No plague has cost the human race more. It has destroyed cities, ruined nations, and broken the bonds of brotherhood." To a Stoic, anger is the enemy of reason. It clouds judgment. It robs us of our dignity. It makes us puppets, our strings pulled by every insult and irritation. But why do we get angry? According to the Stoics, it's because we demand that the world obey us. We get angry when people don't meet our expectations. Life doesn't follow our plans. Reality refuses to submit to our will. This is where Stoicism offers a radical alternative. Instead of trying to change others, we change our relationship to expectations. Epictetus taught, if someone does wrong, it is because they do not know better. Blame not the person, but the ignorance. Anger often stems from the illusion that people should know better. But in truth, they're acting from their own level of awareness, trauma, or values. Not yours. The Stoic does not waste energy demanding the world be different. He sharpens his mind to see clearly. He trains his will to act justly, and he fortifies his heart to remain undisturbed. This is not passivity. It is power, the rare kind that cannot be provoked. 5 triggers that commonly disturb us, and Stoic responses. Even if we understand the Stoic view of anger, life will still test us. Here are 5 common triggers, and how a Stoic neutralizes them. 1. Rudeness and disrespect. You're cut off in traffic. Someone speaks to you with sharpness or sarcasm. You feel dismissed. The initial reflex? Anger. But the Stoic intervenes with a question. Why does this person's ignorance deserve power over my peace? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Let it pass. Let them go. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do. 2. Betrayal and broken trust. You've been lied to. Someone let you down. You want to scream, accuse, retaliate. But the Stoic pauses, breathes. Epictetus says, when someone acts wrongly, say to yourself, he saw it fit to act so. He answers to his own nature, not yours. People act according to their character. Their betrayal reflects them, not you. Your job is not vengeance, it is integrity. You learn, you guard your circle, and you keep moving forward. Clean. 3. Criticism and judgment. They insult you. They laugh at your ideas. They say, who do you think you are? The untrained mind collapses. But the Stoic sees through it. He remembers, opinions are just air, vibrations in the wind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What others say is their business. Let them think what they want. Let your actions speak. Let your results answer. You owe the world your effort, not your emotional reactions." 4. Injustice and unfairness. Someone else got promoted. You were treated unequally. The world seems unfair, and maybe it is. But the Stoic doesn't waste energy demanding perfect fairness. Instead, he asks, what is within my control? Seneca said, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. So live with courage. Stand for what's right, without being poisoned by outrage. Lead by example, not by noise. 5. Annoyance with minor inconveniences. The Wi-Fi drops. Someone's chewing loudly. Your plans get delayed. Small things, but they chip away at peace if you let them. The Stoic sees these as training weights, a test of discipline, an invitation to sharpen patience. If it's endurable, said Marcus Aurelius, then endure it. Stop complaining. These moments are the dojo of the mind. Each small irritation you master is a muscle built toward being unbothered. Letting go of ego and entitlement. It is your ego that is insulted. It is your ego that craves recognition. It is your ego that reacts with anger when you are not treated the way you think you deserve. But the Stoic asks, who told you that you deserve anything at all? You were born without a name. The world owes you nothing, and that is your liberation. Because if you can let go of entitlement, you can let go of the expectations that lead to frustration. You no longer demand that others respect you. You simply are, steady in your own dignity, regardless of whether others see it. This doesn't mean weakness. It means self-possession. It means having a deep reserve of inner strength that cannot be touched by praise or insult. Marcus Aurelius wrote, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. This is not passivity. This is radical self-command. The man who is unbothered is not a man who tolerates disrespect. He's a man who knows that his worth is not up for debate. He doesn't flare up. He doesn't need to prove anything. He simply walks on, untouched. Why? Because he no longer needs the world to reflect his value. He carries it with him, in silence, in discipline, in dignity. So the next time someone tests your peace, ask yourself, what part of me is being provoked? Is it my character or my ego? And if it is the ego, smile gently and let it go. This is the Stoic path. To live as if nothing external has the power to disturb your soul. Because in truth, it doesn't. Mastering the pause. Between stimulus and response, there is a moment, a breath, a pause. And in that space lies your freedom, your power, your mastery. Anger thrives in impulsivity. Disrespect stings when you respond without reflection, but the Stoic learns to delay reaction, not out of fear, but out of strength. Epictetus said, it's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. Your pause is the chance to choose a new judgment, a more rational one, a wiser one. When someone disrespects you, pause, breathe. Do not speak until your reason returns to the throne. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means transcending them. You don't ignore the fire. You become the water that cools it. Imagine this. Someone insults you publicly. You feel the burn rise in your chest. Your pride wants to retaliate. But you pause. You let silence dominate. You let the insult echo without echoing back. And in that silence, you win. Not over them, but over yourself. This is true Stoic strength. To be capable of violence or wrath, yet choose restraint. To know the words that would cut deepest, yet speak nothing. The crowd may see your stillness as weakness, but the wise will recognize it as the highest form of control. The Stoic warrior knows that every reaction costs energy, and not every battle deserves your fire. So pause. Always pause, and remember, you are not a puppet of emotion. You are the master of your inner world. That is how you become untouchable. Becoming the calm in the storm. Storms don't ask for your permission to come. They arrive uninvited, loud, chaotic, overwhelming. So do people, so do insults, so does disrespect. But the Stoic doesn't curse the storm. He becomes the eye of it. Still, focused, untouched by the noise around him. When the world shouts, you whisper to yourself, I remain unchanged. This is not indifference, it's internal mastery. It's knowing that other people's chaos is not your burden to carry. It's realizing that the storm is external, but your peace is internal. You are not born to be easily moved by every shift in the wind. You are born to anchor yourself in wisdom. The Stoic finds stillness not in the absence of problems, but in the presence of clarity. That clarity comes from understanding one simple truth. Their behavior is a reflection of them. My response is a reflection of me. Let others yell, let them mock, let them gossip. You stay grounded. Not because you're weak, but because your soul has outgrown petty wars. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When others come with disrespect, meet them with poise. When they try to provoke, meet them with patience. Because real power doesn't explode. Real power remains centered. The Stoic becomes the calm in the storm, and in that calmness, he becomes unstoppable.